From Cadet Soccer Stadium here at the campus of the United States Air Force Academy, the Air Force men's soccer team will do battle with the Kangaroos of the University of Missouri, Kansas City. Good afternoon, everyone, on a very windy Sunday afternoon, along with Olaran Femi, as the Air Force right now in possession of the ball. ANTOINE Precheur will be wearing number 14, Diego Safadi. And here comes Air Force, and a shot by Tucker once more as they come down that right flank. Once again, they try to center it, looking for Tucker Axoy, but that ball will be batted up in the air. And ANTOINE Precheur takes it away. Quick throw in by Air Force. Axoy, number 21, trying to work it around. Ruse trying to play some good defense there inside the box. And number 14, Precheur, will clear out for the Ruse.
Tucker Axoy doing a really good job of making life difficult for the defensive back line of the Kangaroos. He's chasing down everything, and that's exactly what you want from your players up top, is to keep working and put a lot of pressure. Hopefully that pressure is going to pay off and create a turnover later on in the game.
We had a chance to speak with Air Force head coach Doug Hill. Last 4 matches have been kind of up and down, and we talked about it with the Falcon head coach.
I'm glad we won and bounced back, and today's job is to bounce back again. You know, UNLV was a good team. They're better than their record, and then home for 2 critical games, and we dropped that one to Utah. However, it was a good match, and today's game, I don't really care about the others, and then we'll look forward after that.
Do you talk at all about postseason at this point, or as you mentioned, take care of business and then worry about the postseason?
Yeah, I think what you said, take care of business, because if we're in control of our own destiny, we don't have to rely on anybody else. We need to rely on ourselves, and that's what you want to do. You don't want to see who beats who and all that kind of stuff. You want to, they may have not been starting at the beginning of the year, get starts, that means you're improving.
And how much will you be relying on that depth the rest of the way?
Yeah, today I think you're going to see some. We have some guys that got injured, so some starters may not be starting, but I'm comfortable with our subs, and I think the level of play shouldn't drop.
All the best to you.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Thank you.
And during that interview, you may have noticed that the Air Force Academy had gotten closer to the door again and a chance to get that first score of the game. And right now, I think in the early going, Andy, you'd have to say the aggressive factor certainly favors the Air Force.
Definitely, and Air Force does a really good job of pressuring with a really high line. They put a lot of pressure on their opponents back forward, and you can see it. Clint Parker, Tucker Axoy, they just work hard, and because they work so hard up front, they really make life miserable for those defenders with that constant pressure.
Well, here we go again as Clint Parker sends it back. This is number 6, Luis Martinez, down to Tucker Bone. Luis Martinez with the dribble. Off to the left side. Is it still in play? Sure is. Tucker Axoy in pursuit in that left corner. And it'll go out of play. Let's see where they will award the ball.
It's going to be a goal kick, but that's
well as many of our graduates of the United States Air Force Academy. Thank you for joining us on this Sunday afternoon.
An unfortunate deflection there for Air Force.
There's an opportunity for the Ruse to get on the board, but on the left side of the flank, here comes the football up to Michele Drago. A little bit of a foot race between Axoy and number 14, ANTOINE Martinez. Martinez trying to send it up ahead, but it's broken up by the Ruse as they will come on the attack now. This is number 18. Real good looks at the goal. Now here's an opportunity for the Ruse to do something, as this is Gilsinger. Gilsinger trying to send it across. And Ward with an effort. Ward dribbling around. Here's Guerrero. Guerrero trying to get between traffic. Ruse break it up deep in the box. Sims coming on and getting rather aggressive, and he knocks it over the fence.
Nothing is easy for the Ruse defensively. You saw a giveaway there, and that's because of the constant pressure the Air Force is putting on UMKC defense feet. He could have just jogged back.
Right now the Ruse trying to move the football, but Ryan Ward has some other ideas. Sends it across the right flank now, and here comes Air Force on the attack again. Boy, you got to look at that space. I think that was Hernandez. Oh, no, it's Martin that got tripped up. There is number 9, Guerrero, and he is going to be fouled, and I believe that is going to be on 13. This is Victor Olaranfemi.
Guerrero doing a great job of bringing the ball down and moving the ball to his left, but he shields off the defender, and he forces the the defender to play through him and win the foul. This is a really good opportunity for Air Force. They have a couple different options taking a free kick from this spot. You can try to loop the ball around the wall and try to put it into the keeper's left in that top corner, or you can try to flick it over the wall and look for your runners moving on. A number of Falcons on the back post look to be running onto this ball.
I'm guessing that is exactly what they're going to do. Just try to flip it over, and Guerrero still looks like he's a little bit shaken up, so I'm not sure if he will take the kick or not. Axhoy is also back there, and it's going to be Axhoy who tries to send it, I think, to Puyats. It's headed out by the Roos, but here is Hernandez, and oh, he just wasn't able to get the kick he wanted. As Nestor Hernandez, take a look at this one again. Hernandez with a good look, and I don't think he hit it quite right, Andy, and it went over the fence, and it'll go over to the Roos once again.
No, maybe trying to hit that
got
ball.
the numbers here. They come up to Tucker Axhoy. Axhoy might have overrun the ball. Now tries to get it back. Now dribbles. Being guarded very, very closely by the Roos. Ward with the ball now as he will try to lob it in there, and coming out and making the play, Filippo Erico. Maybe Sims might be taken out for, you know, they always worrying about concussions in sports anymore, as well they should. Here is a nice dribble by ANTOINE Precheur, but the ball will go out of bounds, and I believe the Roos will get it.
Tucker Axhoy doing a great job of just keeping that pressure up. Nothing is easy for these outside backs for UMKC.
Precheur with the throw-in to Olorunfemi. Perfect example of letting a team hang around, so to speak. Here come the Roos once again. Here is number 9.
He's doing his job, and he has the simple clearance out of the back, even though he's on the far side of the pitch.
Precheur has the ball blocked. Gives it back out to 13, number 13, Olorunfemi. Across the pitch, pass, and now the Roos probably getting a little
defensively
more
and back in. Just create some quick touches and quick movement off the ball. That'll create these holes and these gaps in the defense. Unfortunately for the Falcons, the ball rolled just past the line, but it's a really good example of not giving up on the play. Even though there was a breakdown in communication, even though you had that turnover, don't give up and keep following, and maybe you can create an opportunity out of that turnover defensively.
There's Nestor Hernandez who sends it deep. It's headed out. Looked like Espada had a header on it, and it looks like we will go into the intermission, first 45 minutes, and we are scoreless as the Roos, the Kangaroos, if you will, from the University of Missouri, Kansas City, when we return right after this. Along with Andy Little, I'm
the keeper to make a ton of saves. 10 shots and 2 saves simply isn't good enough. You want to see 10 shots and you want to see 7 or 8 saves. Air Force needs to put more balls on frame to force that keeper and force the defense to make sure that they keep a clean sheet.
Now, how scary is this? You've attacked the goal rather vigorously in the first half, come away with nothing.
You have to keep your guard up. You have to maintain your organization in the back defensively and put a ton of pressure. Offensively, you're playing very, very well. The only thing that you're not doing is putting shots on the frame, and so you want to finish some of these opportunities.
Little second win, Drago. It looked like they're showing a little bit more aggression here on the pitch as they try to win the race.
Just be a complete nuisance, and you see it with that goal. Nothing is easy, and that constant pressure forces a turnover that Dewing's able to collect and then put the ball into the back of the net.
That was 5 minutes gone in the second half. Now the Roos trying for the equalizer, but there's Air Force to clear it out. I mean, it looked a little long, and nobody was there. They had to go back for it.
That's got to be super frustrating. You push all your numbers forward, and then you end up getting a long corner kick that pushes wide on you.
Here's number 13. This is Olorunfemi, who blocked the kick. Now Olorunfemi with the dribble on the left side, tries to center it. They may have a good look here, and the Roos try a shot. Saturday tries another, blocked again by Air Force, and the Falcons with maybe the Roos on the throw-in.
Zane Moxley coming into this game is played really well in that first half. Was really active offensively for the Falcons. Look for him to be a playmaker in that midfield for them.
Traffic between the goal. Shot attempt by Air Force as they had almost like 3 quick strikes, Andy, and they just couldn't finish it.
Well, they couldn't. Austin doing a great job of getting the ball and forcing it, splitting the defenders. I thought maybe he could go to the ground there and get a PK. He tries to get a shot off, doesn't hit it clean. But here you're going to see Abu Saad with the shot, and then ultimately it looks like Clint Parker not being able to turn his hips and get around on the ball. But that aggressive play from Air Force is what we've seen. That
kicked. And here come the Roos again. We're here at the United States Air Force Academy. And until we see you again on the 27th. Academy had gotten closer to the goal. There's an opportunity for the Roos to do something. And trying to send it across. Ford with an effort. Ford dribbling around. Now the Roos trying for the equalizer, but there's Air Force.